Pretty much wherever you see empty fields, there used to be buildings there. There used to be businesses, there used to be neighborhoods. Some been gone for decades, others burned just last year.
We're in East St. Louis today. What was once a great city and a great hub has fallen on decades of hardship. And we're here to cover what's happened with the police and fire Intercept.
The Intercept is a newly enforced law aimed at cities that haven't made full payments to their public safety pension funds in recent years. The law allows the state comptroller to intercept city tax revenues and hand that money over directly to the pension funds. Harvey, Illinois was the first city to have its funds intercepted, followed by North Chicago. Now it's East St. Louis's turn. Over the past 2 years, East St. Louis has shorted its pension funds by a total of $4 million, and now the state has garnished those funds from the city. The Intercept will wreak additional havoc on East St. Louis, where nearly half of its residents live below the poverty line, and the budget is already suffering from a multi-million-dollar deficit. With $4 million of East St. Louis funds garnished for pensions, East St. Louis may no longer be able to afford all of its public safety workers. The city has said it may have to lay off 9 firefighters and close one of its 3 remaining fire stations in response to the Intercept. Mamie Cozy and her daughter Karen live just a couple of blocks away from the station that's supposed to close soon.
So what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let my house burn? Or maybe I won't get out of the house? So that's a great concern for me. I have great-grandchildren that lives with me.
Mamie is right to be concerned. This is a house just around the block from hers, and if you drive around the city, you see the potential for many more fires. Ryan Mahoney is a firefighter in Belleville, right next door to East St. Louis. He's seen the decline of the city firsthand.
One of the things that probably depresses me the most is the fact that, most people just don't even think about East St. Louis to begin with, but even in the county itself, it just comes with 2 things in mind: corruption and crime. And nobody thinks much more of it past that. And yet, there are still 20,000 people trapped here.
What's happening in East St. Louis, while it might be extreme, is not that different from what's happening in other cities across the state that can't pay its bills and pay its pensioners at the same time.
Cities like East St. Louis need help, and yet state lawmakers are doing nothing. They won't pass pension reforms. They won't roll back labor costs, and they won't even give cities the option to declare bankruptcy. Instead, lawmakers have imposed on cities yet another state mandate, the pension Intercept. It forces money to be diverted from core services to pay for broken pension funds. And when a municipality can no longer deliver core services, it stops being a city to the people who live there.
We need the fire department. We need the police protection. We need all of the help so that our community will thrive and be a safe environment.